Hey there, coin collectors and history buffs. Welcome back to Coin Vault, the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving into a coin that sparked a lot of debate, the 1965 US half dollar. Now, if you've ever dug through old coins, you might have heard rumors about rare 1965 silver half dollars or mysterious errors worth big money. But is there any truth to it? Today, we're breaking down the history, key facts, and real-world value of the 1965 half dollar. And trust me, you'll want to check your coin jar after this. 1965 was a pivotal year for US coins. Here's why. Before 1965, dimes, quarters, and half dollars were made of 90% silver. But due to rising silver prices and coin shortages, the US Mint switched to copper-nickel-clad coins in 1965, except for half dollars, which kept a reduced 40% silver content until 1970. But here's the catch. Most 1965 half dollars were made for circulation in copper-nickel, just like quarters and dimes. The 40% silver versions were only minted for special mint sets, not regular circulation. So unless your 1965 half dollar is from a proof set, it's likely the common clad version. Spotting the difference? Silver ones weigh 11.5 grams, while clad coins weigh 11.34 grams. A small scale can help, but we'll cover more tricks later. Now, let's tackle the biggest myths about the 1965 half dollar. You've probably heard claims like, "I found a 1965 silver half dollar in circulation." There are rare 1,965 errors worth thousands. So, is it possible? Technically, yes, but it's extremely unlikely. The Mint wasn't supposed to strike silver half dollars for circulation in 1965, but a few transitional errors might exist. In 2021, a 1965 silver quarter error sold for over $9,000. So could a half dollar have slipped through? Maybe, but no confirmed examples are publicly known. As for other errors, look for off-center strikes, double dies, or missing mint marks. But most 1965 half dollars are worth face value to $2 in circulated condition. Want to check if yours is special? Here's how a 40% silver half dollar weighs 11.5 g. Clad weighs 11.34 g. Silver coins have a solid silver edge. Clad coins show a copper stripe. Silver isn't magnetic, but the nickel in clad coins is slightly magnetic. Silver pings with a high-pitched ring. Clad sounds duller. If your coin passes all these tests, you might have a rarity, but get it certified by PCGS or NGC to be sure. Before we talk about 1965, we have to go back to 1964. After President John F. Kennedy's tragic assassination in 1963, the U.S. Mint rushed to honor him by replacing the Franklin half dollar with the Kennedy half dollar. The 1964 coins were made of 90% silver, a tradition dating back to early U.S. coinage. But here's where things get interesting. By 1965, the U.S. was facing a silver shortage due to rising prices and hoarding. So Congress made a drastic change starting in 1965. The Mint stopped using 90% silver in dimes and quarters, but the half dollar was different. Instead of removing silver entirely, they reduced it to 40% silver for coins dated 1965-1970. But wait, here's where collectors get confused. Not all 1965 half dollars are 40% silver. Some were accidentally struck in clad composition, copper-nickel, making them rare and valuable. How can you tell the difference? Let's break it down. If you've ever searched through half-dollar rolls, you've probably noticed, *** 1965 halves are tough to find in circulation. *** Why? Because people hoarded them for their silver content. Even though they were only 40% silver, that was still better than the copper-nickel coins that followed. But here's the crazy part. Some 1965 special mint sets contained clad proofs, and a few even have missing mint marks or double dies, making them worth hundreds or even thousands. Want to know if your 1965 half is a hidden treasure? Here's what to check. Weigh it ***. A 40% silver half weighs 11.5 grams, while a clad one weighs 11.34 grams. Check the edge ***. Silver coins have a solid silver stripe, while clad coins show copper. Look for errors ***. Some 1965 coins have missing mint marks or double dies. These can be worth big money. So, are 1965 half dollars worth collecting? Absolutely. Even common 40% silver ones are worth $3-$5 in silver value alone. But if you find a clad version or an error coin, you could be looking at a serious payday. And here's a pro tip. Always check coin rolls and estate sales ***. You never know when a rare 1965 half dollar might pop up. 1977 U.S. Bicentennial half dollar ***. Now, you might be thinking, wait, wasn't the bicentennial in 1976? And you'd be right. But here's the twist. Some of these coins were actually struck in 1977 due to leftover stock. So, what's their circulated value today? Are there any rare varieties to look for? Stick around, because we're breaking it all down. First, let's rewind to 1976, America's 200th birthday. To celebrate, the U.S. Mint released special quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins featuring patriotic designs. The half dollar shows a bold image of Independence Hall in Philadelphia, designed by Seth Huntington. But here's the kicker. The Mint produced so many of these in 1975 and 1976 that they didn't need to make more in 1977. However, a small number of 1976 dated coins were actually struck in early 1977 using leftover planchets. These are technically part of the original bicentennial release but carry a fun footnote in Mint history. Now, you won't find a true 1977 dated bicentennial half dollar, but coins from Mint sets or late-struck 1976 issues can still pop up in circulation. So, what's their value? Most bicentennial halves you'll find in pocket change are worth 50 cents to $1 in worn condition. But let's get specific. If it's worn but recognizable, it's still just 50 cents to $1. Millions were made, so they're common. The 40% silver versions, from Mint sets, are worth $3–5 even in circulated condition. Check the edge. If it's silver-colored, not copper, you've got a winner. These are identical to 1976 issues but were struck in early 1977. No extra value unless they're in pristine condition, think $2 to $5. Look for coins with strong details, especially on the drum on the reverse. Weak strikes are common and don't command a premium. Now, here's where it gets exciting. While most 1977 struck bicentennial halves aren't valuable, there are errors and varieties that could be worth big bucks. Look for doubling in the lettering or date. Known 1976 DDO exists, worth $50–$200 plus if confirmed. If the design is misaligned, it could be worth $20–$100 depending on severity. Most Philly coins have no mint mark, but in high grades, MS 65 plus, they sell $4–10–$30. Always check your change. A rare error could be hiding in plain sight. If you've got a bicentennial half, here's what to do. Inspect it *** for errors or silver content. Grade it ***. If it's uncirculated, consider getting it slabbed by PCGS or NGC. Sell smart ***. eBay, coin forums, or local dealers are great options. Final verdict. Most circulated 1977 struck bicentennial halves won't make you rich, but they're a cool piece of history. And who knows? You might just find a rare error that turns 50 cents into $500. 1983 U.S. half dollar ***. Is it worth more than 50 cents? Are there rare varieties? Stick around, because we're breaking down its circulated value, key features, and potential hidden gems. First, let's talk history. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination. By 1983, the coin was made of copper-nickel clad, no silver, so most circulated examples aren't rare. But there are exceptions. So, what's a typical 1983 half dollar worth in circulated condition? Most are only worth 50 cents to $1, basically face value. But before you spend it, check for these key factors that can increase its worth. Look for mint mark ***. Is it from Philadelphia, no mint mark, or Denver, D? Condition ***. Heavy wear lowers value, but well-preserved coins can fetch more. Errors/varieties ***. Some 1983 halves have double dies or striking errors. Now, here's where things get interesting. While most 1983 halves are common, a few error coins can be worth $20, $50, or even more. Look for doubling in Kennedy's hair or lettering. Misaligned strikes can be valuable. Imperfect blanks create a curved clip on the edge. Found a nice 1983 half. Here's how to cash in eBay and heritage auctions ***. Great for rare errors. Local coin shops ***. Get expert appraisal. Coin roll hunting ***. Search bank rolls for hidden gems. While most 1983 half dollars won't make you rich, checking for errors could turn up a hidden treasure. Have you found one? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your coin stories. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin tells a story. Until next time, happy hunting!